Hello, welcome to this episode of Pardon Your French podcast, partnered with Copper Coq Distillery. We are just fresh home to our new studio. Ta-da! Look at all the hard work that Steph put in to create this wonderful space for us. We just got back from the Riberac market.
Yeah, which was amazing. I've never been. Obviously, you live kind of close by, so you know how it normally is. Where I live about an hour, 45 minutes, an hour away, and I have never been there on market day before.
Yeah.
So I went with Carter and we met up, did we? And I was like, oh my God, I've never seen so many people. It's in one place. Unless you go to Angoulême or Bordeaux. Like,
yeah.
It was crazy busy.
Yeah.
Amazing to see so many locals, but tourists having a lovely time as well, and all the businesses incredibly busy and doing extremely well, which I love to see that buzz and that vibe.
It was awesome. I mean, it is like, it's an incredible part of the community.
Yeah.
Every week, rain or shine, this time of year, it is mental. You've got so many tourists in town for July and August that it really hits. You know, just walking through, it was very obvious that we're struggling to make our way.
Yeah, and there's a lot of prams as well.
Yeah,
Built my shopping bags with people, which, you know, as soon as I saw all the fresh local produce and stuff, I was like blown away. And the different smells, like the cheeses, the fishmongers, the plant,
the rotisserie two rotisserie chicken places. There's quite a lot of like Asian cuisine now too. There's a few like places that do like spring rolls and stuff like that. And then there's a paella stand. I saw that. She's shouting at people.
Yeah.
Come try the paella.
Yeah, I saw that. And then Carton went and bought some plastic rubbish, like and then some sweets. So he was happy. And then we went and took a picnic, expensive picnics. And then we went and had a coffee, didn't we?
Yeah, we went to Café de Cologne, which is like a real mainstay of Riberac. It's like the Parisian style cafe. And it's always packed on market day. I mean, it's like right in the heart of the market. So,
and I love it. You know, it was just outside. I think one day maybe, and we can just people watch.
Yeah,
I'd love to do that.
Well, and that road's normally open, so Simon and I like to sit at the table outside the front, and people watch. But Simon, I forget what he calls it, but it's like it's like cruising Main Street in your car. He likes to drive because he hit the speed hump, which goes right in front of the cafe, and you showing off his car. Yeah, people coming through. It's so funny.
Yeah, it felt to me a bit like being on holiday in France. And then Carter was going, oh my God, Mum, you're like a bloody tourist. I was like, I know, look at that chateau. Look at the church. There's a cinema down there. Yeah. And he was like, oh my God, we live around here. And I was like, yeah, I know, but I never spend enough time coming out and visiting places. So it was a really nice change, and only because somebody wanted some Copper Coq gin that we decided to meet there before we came here to film. And I'm so glad she asked, because I was like, this is such a great excuse to be able to go out and be less busy and actually enjoy life in France a little bit more. And then we bumped into Willy Wonka, Lex himself.
Yeah, Lex has a brand new display for his gin table. He says, yeah, my mom saw some pictures and said, that looks shit. Said he has a biscuit table, wasn't it? It was literally a table with bottles of it, and now he's got like an actual display.
Yeah.
So you were lured in by the 44-carat snow globe.
I love that. I didn't know he did that one. And I saw it, and Carter turned it upside down. He's like, this is like a snow globe. I was like, yes, what an amazing colour. And I cannot wait to pour it in a glass.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And sit on that.
Yeah. Well, and we're getting really excited because Tuesday we're going to the distillery and we're going to do some mixology. We're going to come up with our, pardon your French, cocktail.
Yeah.
Or multiple. We're talking about multiple, like seasonal cocktails, so it might be 3 or 4.
Yeah, I reckon 4. We're even come up with 4. Our summer one and our winter one, a spring one, because everybody loves spring here, don't they? You know, after we've been through the winter.
It's my favorite time of year.
And lime.
Yeah, and all the trees get their leaves and everything gets lush and green before it starts
to get.
It's underlining.
Yeah. So we're gonna just work with Lex, aren't we, and just come up with the design. I think once we get that lovely glass and then the design a bit, I've got a couple of ideas in my mind of what I think would look really cool. But obviously the flavour will be there because you're using the Copper Coq gin, and then obviously. Like I didn't realise it until I saw it on his stand. I was like, "Oh my god, you do vodka and rum?"
Yeah.
Which I wasn't aware of.
And I'm excited because I like the rum. It's not your typical rum. It's got it like you don't stick your nose in it and go woof.
Yeah,
You know, it's got that like sweetness and the spices really come through. And so we were saying I like that as a winter one,
a winter,
like a winter cocktail.
yeah. So that's going to be really exciting. So we're going to have a little play around, aren't we? And sit. So we're going to film it so you guys can watch it as well and see how it evolves into an actual cocktail.
Yeah.
Which will then be stocked in bars and restaurants in and around the Charente and the Dordogne, which is quite crazy because then we've got our cocktail mats with the Copper Coq gin and then, pardon your French, on the back as well.
Yeah.
So we're going, making some cool ads and posters and stuff. So we've gone full force, but it's mad because it's just snowballed like naturally into that, and it's evolved, which is great because we haven't had to force or chase anything. It's found its natural progression, and it's quite overwhelming, really.
Well, I mean, it's happening fast as well. I don't think you or I expected it at all to kind of take off the way it has. And we're super grateful to all of our listeners and the people who enjoy watching us make fools of ourselves on YouTube.
And support. Yeah. It's I did an interview with Steve, a guy that I know who's got his own.
We're going to have him on the podcast.
We're going to have him on the podcast when he's back. He's off to America, strangely enough, to do some filming and stuff in the documentary there, and then he's coming back. So he'll interview like both of us. But I did a little interview for his TV network. Yeah, and he said, "Well, how did it start?" And I was like, "Yeah, it's a weird story, and he's like, "I can't believe how well it's gone." Yeah, the fact that this is only episode 20. It's only right at the end of July now. We only started in April. And it's crazy. Like if you look at the stats now, it's in 25 countries.
Every episode I would like update with like 25.
But did you see that like some of the listeners are coming from Singapore and Russia? And I was like, I know nobody in Singapore or Russia.
It's okay. They're stealing our likeness using AI. Don't worry.
That's fine. Carry on.
The idea of putting yourself out there, in a way that you wouldn't normally. So I've never been like a big social media user, and I'm trying to a bit more. And I have people coming in like, "Oh, I saw that you're doing this thing." It's like you start popping up on my Instagram stories a lot more often, and I'm like, yeah. But also, that's the point. We're supposed to be doing that, and it's cool.
And the amount of people that are sharing all our adverts and stuff like that, Willy Wonka, the announcement of Pardon Your French and Copper Coq gin, like the partnership, that's gone crazy. That visual, I think people just kind of fell in love with, and the theme of the gin Willy Wonka, people.
Thankfully, you spent hours on that, so
I think that was about people went, "Oh my god!"
I kept getting versions. I'm like, "Yeah, that's great, and then she's like, "Oh, here's a new one. Oh, you changed it. Oh, great. Yeah. Version after version, like, I can make it better.
That obsessive kind of, I can keep going until I love every single element and movement and motion and color. It's an obsession. Not a good one because it drives me to distraction sometimes. But people love to watch them, which is lovely, and then you think all the hard work kind of pays off from there. It's like anything creative, isn't it? You're your own worst critic, and I would see things that other people go, "Yeah, that works really smoothly." I'm like, "No, that champagne bottle hasn't popped at the right second of that." Like crazy. But yeah, so we're looking forward to being a lot more creative and then going on the road and having lots of exciting guests actually that we've got lined. We'll keep you secret, but we've got lined up.
Our goal today was actually to do a live podcast from here, a live stream on YouTube. And since our technology skills aren't super great, we realized that it seems like we can only do like a 3-minute live stream video through YouTube. So we're still working that out. But I really wanted to live stream from the studio because you did such an amazing job. Like, you made all of this, you made the sign. I mean, the color is fantastic. We didn't have to change the color, but the color is fantastic.
Yeah.
The lighting, it's very you. This is very
Yeah, it's very, yeah. Do you know what? Like, Carter went, "You're mad." I spent 8 hours just doing that greenery. Literally every single piece of greenery is
glued in.
but twice. So I've got 2 layers, one on top of the other to give it that like dense kind of look. And then literally I went to Sedgecor and bought the canvas, and then I saw the little wooden
letters,
and I bought out the whole of Sedgecor. So I've made that sign and another matching sign, and I've got another one to make. So I was going to do the colours in a slightly different, the words in a slightly different colour. So I sat like a 5-year-old and was gluing all these letters on. But I'm really happy with the way it, turned out, and it's so nice that you guys could just turn up if obviously when we film or when guests come, we've got like a couple of sets that's constantly remaining, and we don't have to like move around, and it's not a nightmare to set up and put down every single time. It will just remain like this, and we're in our own little self-contained studio, so we've got a kitchen and a bathroom, and then you've got a treadmill now.
Yeah, you went a bit mad with the treadmill installed, didn't you?
Yeah, I had to get my French neighbour round, and he had to basically take out my windows in the chalet. Luckily,
so the treadmill didn't fit, even it folds up, right? Even though it even folded up, it doesn't fit through the door.
We took this door off here. We literally had the door off to try and get it through, and even that, it was going nowhere. And then my French neighbour, I was like, "Fabrice, can you help me?" And he came around and he was like, "Oh, definitely." I was like, I know. And my dad luckily had gone to Patonk, because otherwise I think he might have killed me. Another Stephanie like adventure that he just wasn't buying into.
Well, he was so grumpy about having his bedroom stolen.
I just kick him out.
We stole his little house. It smells so good now.
It smells like so not man. But I'm like, you've got a really beautiful 2-bedroom gîte. Like, move in there. And he was like, I was like, you got a double bed. You're stuck on a little single bed here. Like, he will cope with like the bare minimum.
Yeah.
And I'm like, but you could live in luxury up there. It's like your house. Like, you don't need to sleep on a little wooden bed with a sleeping bag. Like, bless him. So anyway, he's now living a life of luxury. That's what I said to Steve. Oh, Steve. But yeah, so we're gonna turn his bedroom into a DJ studio, and then we've got a gym. We've got everything we need. We're gonna do a nice little dining area out the front.
Yeah.
So we can have the lunch after we filmed and stuff. When guests come, we've got a kitchen and get a little fridge, all of that sort of shenanigans.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's cool. It's getting there. I've got a few more finishing touches, like the sound pads I need to put on, and I've got a really cool rug, black and white one, to go over here. But we're on our way. But because it's half term, trying to like wrangle Carter and have enough time to actually get anything done with that. Mom, I'm hungry.
Well, he wanted to come on the treadmill. We're like, no, while we're filming.
He would come up there. He's like pounding on the treadmill with his music. Do you know what? I got him on it, and I was like, I'll put on my music. And he went, "Oh, this is rubbish." And I was like, "Well, thank you. I thought it was quite down with the kids, my dancehall music." And he went, "No, put on some." And he was on the treadmill with classical music.
Really?
Like classical.
He told me he listens to rap. And he listens to that that's like
literally Skibbly Bob, whatever.
Hey,
this has landed, but he's incredibly good at rap. He can rap. He can do Eminem, like all the individual words. And at one point, I was like, "It's living with somebody on steroids," because he's talking and rapping at 1 billion miles an hour, and my brain's going. Just screaming inside. So the fact that he was listening to classical music, I was like, actually, I'm quite down with this. Like this vibe. It is quite
Oh, soothing, yeah.
Yeah, it were my like nice a change of scenery for my brain. Yeah. So that's what else is going on.
Oh, just oh man, it's just busy. It's just busy this time of year.
Just so crazy. So one of the reasons that I went to Riberac was to obviously meet you there and Lex and talk about our episode on Tuesday, but also to collect a few bottles for somebody that was like, "Oh, can you get me some Copper Coq gin?"
Yeah.
I was like, "Of course, I freaking can." So when we were stood there, we were like, actually, because I'm so far away from you guys, and it's a trek for people here to go and, Riberac to go and get it. I was like, actually, we can do like once a month orders. So if you live local to Brossac or anywhere in and around this area, and you want to get your hands on some gin or some vodka or rum, just let me know and we can place like once a month orders.
Yeah. And he can deliver on, load up the van.
And we went go from there. But it would be so cool once it's in all the bars and restaurants as well.
Yeah.
I think that's going to be epic. So you can get your hands on it when you're going out for a meal or for a drinky booze.
Definitely.
But if you want to get it in your own home too, we can help with that. So just message me and we'll share all like the flavors and what you're getting. But yeah, so lots of cool things happening.
Yeah.
I it's hard to keep up with, isn't it?
Because for me, yeah, I'm like, man, every time I come here is like bigger and better and older stuff.
I just want
We got all the gadgets and gizmos. Call the guy.
Yeah, but do you remember the first episode? Or did we even record? I can't remember. We were in my Jeep.
Well, we tried to record an episode in the Jeep, and then we realized that, like, straight away that we had set it up wasn't going to working. So we had our first official one was in the studio and
Hide as a house, yeah.
But we do have that clip of the French stare.
Oh yeah,
never driving by,
whoever they were. Yeah. So it's gone from. Well, we still don't really know what we're doing, but in a sense of it looks a bit better now. We've got like a proper studio but you think that was only 19 episodes ago for the progression of like, then we've upgraded all the equipment and things like that. It's only because you guys seem to love it and listen that, we've then gone, actually, now we need to set up as a proper business.
Yeah.
Which is.
Yeah, so we're gonna we actually, like, that is one of the future episodes very soon.
Yeah.
We need to get somebody in, and what we're gonna do is we're gonna actually pay somebody to let us record them setting the business up for us.
Yeah.
Not helping us set up the business ourselves.
And explain about, zero numbers, registrations, and all of these things. Yeah, you guys can get some really great information, but obviously see the start of, Pardon Your French podcast is that actual business. Like, yeah.
So we want to make sure we do it the right way.
Yeah, absolutely. And, I haven't got a clue about admin, but obviously you've got more of an idea than I have. But we want somebody who's a specialist in that field to kind of guide us through it all. And then we're going to, go from there. It's just mind-blowing, really. But it's exciting. There's so many different things, like I was thinking about the playing cards, which is a really good twist on people going to a bar or restaurant and you've got kids keeping them entertained off of iPads and stuff. I used to love playing it was called Clock. I don't know if you had it in America, where you get all your cards and
it's a solitaire game.
Things like that, card games, things, little things that I think just make a night more fun and interesting and kids learning rather than just watching.
Yeah, watching the parents drink gin.
Watching their parents drink or getting really embarrassed when they get up on the dance floor, because I'm a classic for that. Carter gets absolutely mortified. Oh God, here she goes again.
She goes, she doesn't stop. And he never stops. Once she gets up there dancing, she never comes back.
I don't go for a drink. I don't go for a pee. No, I'm on that dance floor and I remain there. And I'm normally like the last one off, but the first one on. And I don't normally drink, to be honest, to be able to get on the dance floor. I don't have to have an alcoholic drink to be able to dance the night away. So I'm very excited for the 9th of August. There is a dancehall soccer reggae night over at Beauvallon.
Yeah.
Beauvallon.
Yeah.
Which is a Montguillon, which say 15-20 minute drive from me. But it's, I don't know if you know it, it's like one of my favourite places to go because it's got such a, it's like in the middle of a forest and it's a beach, but it's got the most amazing like bar restaurant on it.
Like a lake beach.
Yeah. But it's very secluded. But the people that run and own it are just incredible. I think they spend 6 months of the year in the Caribbean, and they're here for the summer. And they're just the friendliest, coolest people that I've met. And when like I've told you before, when I moved, like I've loved dancehall and supper and stuff. And when I moved here, I didn't really think it was a thing in France.
Yeah, I know it. I mean, out here, I've never experienced it. Like, I've never happened upon anyone that likes it.
Yeah, but it's actually quite reggae in France. It's a really big deal. But I went to this Beauvallon by chance of one of my friends, and I was like, hang on a minute. And I just listening to the music, and I was like, what? This is amazing. And Jack, who's like the owner, he's got like the coolest, longest dreads. They're literally down to his ankles. Like those are heavy. Those but they're really heavy. But the family run it, family business, and they're super cool. And the food, I think it's Jack's brother who's like the chef. Food is amazing, so you do need to book if you want to go.
And it's called Beauvallon, and this is the 9th of August.
Yeah.
So that's Saturday.
Next Saturday.
Yeah.
If anyone wants to go, let me know and I'll give you the details.
Yeah.
And I'll give you some better directions because I first went there. The first time I went there was with somebody I knew. The second time I was taking somebody that hadn't been before, and I went with the sat nav, and it literally took me into this forest. You were like near somebody's house. I was like, I'm sure this isn't the way that I came. And I know that's happened to like a few people.
Yeah.
So it's like a jewel. Like when you know it where it is, you're in the know. But if you don't know it, you probably wouldn't find it for a sat nav.
Yeah.
But it's one of my favourite places to go. So I'm hoping we can do a little something there.
Yeah.
Some footage of,
anything
with them because I love collaborating. I think it's an amazing thing to do, and I love supporting a local business. And obviously they're there running their business. They work incredibly hard.
Yeah.
But there's always so many people compared to the amount of people that work there. They're non-stop. But their service is great, the food's great, the atmosphere is great, the kids love it. Carter and his friends, I'm happy as a parent to just sit and watch them like
kids' activities. Water, yeah.
So they got pedalos and I think at one point they had like kayaks. I can't remember. I just see this big yellow duck that Carter and his pens were on, and I was like, wait a minute. And it was a really good I think it was like €15 or something for like half an hour. It was a really good price, and they got like a little play area. But it's a very family orientated place to be, so your kids make friends with other kids, which is really lovely.
Yeah.
So yeah, amazing place to go. Highly recommend it in every way.
Be there or be square.
But yeah, if you want to go and you're available next Saturday, let me know because I'm definitely gonna be there.
Cool. Well, another thing to bring my dad to.
Dougie will love it. Love it. And it's crazy when me and you get on the dance floor, everyone just laughs.
Yeah, well,
because I like you two are complete wankers, and we're like, we know.
My dad was like, "What are you and stuff like to do?" I was like, "Dance."
Yeah.
Like mainly we just
like we're like 20.
Yeah. The next day I'm like, I can't walk, but I had so much fun.
Yeah, so much fun. And you just lose yourself. But then like I remember Natalie saying to me, like, she loves to see us dance because we make her happy.
Yeah.
Just watching us being complete tossers. And so she loves it. But the only person that doesn't is Carter.
Yeah. Dance like no one's watching. I know, that's what we do. We both dance like no one's watching, but then there's Carter in the corner like, this judge's experience.
He's like the most judgmental kid. Yeah,
And can't all be cool like he is. So.
I know, and then he does like impressions, right?
Yeah.
He'll phone his dad, and then he'll go, "Oh God, Mum, Mother was dancing again last night," and then he'll start like taking the piss out of me, and then his dad was like, "Was she doing this?" And then he said, "Yeah." I met his dad in a nightclub, and yeah, so they constantly take piss out of me. But I don't care.
Whatever. Gotta live my life, man.
I'm 43.
Yeah.
I'm living every day like it's my last. Like, so yeah, it's Saturday the night.
Brilliant. So we're very excited. There's lots coming up.
Yeah, and some incredible guests all coming your way. So thank you so much for your support. Like it's overwhelming, and we truly appreciate every single one of you. And thank you so much.
Please remember, if you're enjoying Pardon Your French podcast, to like and subscribe and follow us on social media, share. You know, if there's something that we've said that you really connect with, let us know. If there's something that we haven't yet said that you want us to, because you think it'd be an important addition to our Pardon Your French family, then please let us know.
Yeah, and we'll act on it, and then we'll launch some details for the community event for August. We're working on that, and then we'll record the episode for the cocktail next Tuesday, and then we'll release that on the Friday next week. So the Beau Bellon party on the 9th. There's so many things like happening at the minute, which is amazing. Thank you so much for tuning in to Pardon Your French podcast
in partnership with Copper Coq Distillery. We'll see you next time. Bye.